Yo, let's go fam. My name's Tommy and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about my land strategy and how I'm trying to get in front for 1.5 and why I feel the time is to act right now. If you like this kind of content, then please like the button, and just like Possibles the Wise's great uncle Steve Henry Benedict the Wise, it will turn blue. So before we get started, I've been consuming a lot of Splinterlands content and researching so much recently before I started my land strategy after selling my plots. Big shout out to the other community members like Infidel 1205, HL49, Aftersound, Bulldog, Cryptmancer. If I've missed anyone, sorry, but I've been watching all your content and trying to make up my own mind. So here is my strategy moving forwards coming up. So I have just recently started buying land as I only hold one plot before. I did own quite a few from the Brave browser sale way back in the day when they were like $16. And I did sell them all for like $450. So I made a massive profit. But I'll be honest with you, I have been regretting that ever since. Even though I made like stupid gains on selling my land at $450, I did really want to buy some more. And now I've started buying it and I have these 4 plots. So this was the only plot I had, which I kept one plot, and it was a mountain. So then I bought one in each of these regions, and you might be like, why have you bought them in different regions? Well, basically I've just been buying pretty cheap ones of all the different resources. So this one, mountain, will produce ore, and then I've got this one, which is the plains, which will produce grain. So straight away, it's a common plain. It was like $55 or something. It's got a totem and a building in a box. So straight away, I'm just going to start farming my grain, getting as much grain as possible as soon as land 1.5 comes out. I know it's mixed up because they're all in different locations. So it's hard for me to transport from one to the other. But if I have to sell it on the market, so be it. And then my other plots are, one will be stone and one will be the other one, which is wood. So I have a jungle, which is this one, and this one must be the stone, the canyon, the rare canyon. So now I have this base to build upon. I will start looking at more expensive lands, bearing in mind you do need high level monsters to produce the production points to start farming the resources. But my next big play, and I will be buying very soon, I'm in the hunt for, is some magical land. So the best place to go and buy land is in peakmonsters, because you can go here. So the floor is $50. This is common canyons. And it tells you all the different like locations and everything you need to know. So we click down here and then magical comes up. So the floor is just under $200. Now, bearing in mind when the land first came out, I do think it's still going to go down a little bit more because there's a lot of people sitting on tracks and regions that have got that many plots they don't know what to do with. They haven't got enough deck. They haven't got enough cards to actually utilize them. So they're going to start selling them and everyone's undercutting each other. This is why I feel now is a great time to start buying. How much more cheaper are the magical is going to go? I don't really know, but I'm happy to pay under $200 for one magical plot. And this will hopefully be with a building in a box and an unstable totem, because I do believe it's definitely worth getting one, at least with a building in a box, because that will give you the start that you don't need to deposit the DEC tokens down to get started. Unstable totem, I'm not that bothered about. It's just a nice bonus to have. And yeah, so I'm in the hunt to buy one of these, will be next. And then I'll have all the resources and magical. So then depending on what region I get my magical in, that is when I will start to buy a grain in each one. Because you need grain to use the feed the monsters to do the production for the resources. And then by that time, I should have around 10 plots. And then like, obviously this is a dynamic strategy that will be changing every time new things, I get new information. And then I will start like plots, like maybe buying one in each region. And then more and more, like I just want to get like as much land that I feel comfortable with. At the minute, I'm not comfortable with just holding these 4 plots. I've only just started buying it. I don't have any DEC, so I'm literally got this much, which I'm going to save for the new promo card coming out this week. And then I'll just definitely get some more. Yeah, shout out to HL49 because his video was really funny of him bashing like the promo card, saying it's overpriced. I do understand it is overpriced, but especially when land is so cheap. I still want to buy it because I really like playing Death. But anyway, that's probably for another video. I'm so into Splinterlands at the minute, I'm definitely going to start making weekly videos. So if you like me enough, at the end of the video, if you want to subscribe, that'll be amazing. So what you need to do is you really need to consider the production points, because this is basically what your card level monsters will be. And there's only 5 level monsters will be allowed on your one plot of land. So if you have the Chaos Legion cards, a common, regularly maxed was 1,000 production points, and at gold max level is 2,000, and then legendary is 1,500 and 10,000. You do get a bonus for the older cards. So if you do hold alpha, beta, or untamed, then that is obviously they are a lot more expensive, but that would be great to stake on your land if you don't play wild anymore. So another great way to go into is peak monsters and go into your deck. So here's mine, and then click on here PP, and then it shows you the highest ones. So the highest ones I have is just my gold copy of my base copy, like 1 BCX of like Legionnaire Alva, Chaos Dragon, Quicks, Drum. So basically I haven't got any PP. So if I had a max level Jimbajulka, it's like 1,500, and if I've got a max level common of like Ever Hungry Skull, that's 2,000. So my next strategy is going into the market and buying each one of these max levels for Death, Earth, Fire, Dragon, Water, and a life one. The life one's a bit more expensive. I'm not so concerned about the neutrals because I'm not sure how they will tie into the land just yet. So I'll get at least 5 of those, so each one of each splinter. Big brain idea, go and get a max Gino Shanus because it's an absolute amazing card. But then I'm going to go into gold, and then for water, for example, another great card. Not in the legendary because they're super expensive. If you can afford to go and get them, then go and get them. Then Pelacor Bandit, the cheapest. Definitely go in to get a max copy of this, $17, because that's an absolute amazing card to play in the game. Probably get 2 of these, one for the game, one for your land. Or just buy a couple of them to farm on your lakes and your rivers and stuff. Absolutely amazing card. Can't speak highly enough of it. Everyone that plays the game knows it must have been stung by him at sneaking up. So many times. So there's a link to this Secrets of Praetoria Phase 1.5 in the description if you want to go and check it, because I've been through it like 3, 4, 5 times, like over and over again, and I keep using it as a reference point to try and get my strategy into place, which is dynamically changing all the time, of course. But at the minute, like this week, I'm going to go out and buy a magical plot and a load of common gold max foil cards and legendary max cards of each splinter, just so I have some more collection points, because at the minute my production points aren't looking too healthy. So that's my next strategy, and then once I get happy enough with that, then I'll just evolve it and see where I go from there. Really, I really do want to get a Runi, and I was fading them at 0.25 ETH. I should have picked one up. I was looking at them at around half the price, and now these are like absolutely amazing for landholders. These Runis are like worth their weight in gold, really, and I feel that they're probably going to go up, especially when land comes out. So back into the 1.5 white paper, and then into production boost, and then go on the Runi. So if you do want to get a Runi, so basically it will provide 100% PP boost to the base production of the entire plot. This is the equivalent to a legendary totem and can be combined with a legendary or other rarity totem. Whew, that's pretty big. And then it also gives you 6 instead of 5 workers. So plots that have both a power source and a Runi will be able to have an extra worker card for a max of 6 workers instead of 5. So that boosts your production points as well. So having a Runi is going to be amazing. And like, there's only like 3,000 of them, 3,500 ever minted. That's it. The mint finished. They didn't sell out. They were quite expensive. They were $500. Well, the floor now is like 900. Yeah, just under 900. So they're already $400 up on their floor price. So when the game comes out, these are key to like producing the most production points for your land. So yeah, that's my strategy. I know my lands plots are all over the shop, just like my hairstyle, which you can't see because it's behind my hat. If you like me enough to subscribe, that would be amazing, because I'm going to do weekly Splinterlands content because I'm so into the game now. Let us know in the comments what your strategy is and what you feel about my strategy moving forwards. I would love to reply to you in the comments and carry the conversation going. Thanks for watching my video, everyone. See you in the next one. Peace.